Welcome back, my lovely listeners, to the unfolding mystery of the heartbeat of danger at Daily Stress Busters. Last time, we followed paramedic Elena Hart as she braved a stormy night to rescue an enigmatic man, Lucas Kane, from a life-threatening car crash. But that night left more questions than answers. A locked briefcase, a concealed weapon, and cryptic mutterings of betrayal hinted at a danger far greater than the crash itself. Tonight, we delve into Chapter 2, Secrets in the Shadows, where the threads of fate draw Elena deeper into Lucas's world, a place where trust is fleeting and danger lurks in every shadow at Daily Stress Busters. It started with the feeling of being watched, a flicker of movement in her peripheral vision, the sound of footsteps that stopped when she turned to look. For days after the hospital discharged Lucas Kane, Elena couldn't shake the sense that someone was following her. Walking home one evening, the shadows seemed darker, the air colder. Her heart quickened as she glanced over her shoulder. Nothing, just the quiet streets of the city. But the prickling unease didn't fade. Something was out there, lingering on the edges of her awareness, waiting. The knock at her door came late at night, just as the rain began to fall. Elena's pulse quickened as she opened it to find Lucas Kane standing there, his face a mixture of gratitude and exhaustion. He thanked her for saving his life, his words carefully chosen, his tone disarming. He explained the events of that night in vague terms, insisting it had been a robbery gone wrong. But Elena wasn't convinced. She had seen the gunshot wound, the locked briefcase, the concealed weapon. Lucas's story had cracks, and behind his charming demeanor, there was something he wasn't saying. Still, there was a magnetism to him, a pull she couldn't ignore. She found herself drawn to his presence, even as her instincts screamed caution. The room was charged with tension. Lucas's presence was both a comfort and a warning. His piercing gaze seemed to see through her questions, his answers always just enough to deflect suspicion without truly satisfying her curiosity. And yet, beneath the unease, there was something else. An unspoken connection, a silent understanding that neither dared to acknowledge. Elena's mind raced as they talked, piecing together fragments of his story. The inconsistencies were glaring, but so was the vulnerability he tried to hide. She couldn't decide if he was a victim or a master manipulator. Perhaps he was both. When Lucas left, the shadows seemed to close in. Outside her apartment, a car idled for just a moment too long before speeding away. She stepped onto her balcony, her eyes scanning the quiet street below. A figure stood on the corner, cloaked in darkness, watching. Her breath hitched. The feeling of being followed was no longer just a feeling. The shadows were alive, and they were watching her. The shadows have secrets, and Lucas Kane is the keeper of many. As Elena's world begins to unravel, her choices will lead her further into the unknown. But can she trust Lucas, or is he pulling her into a web of lies and danger? Let me leave you with this verse. Beneath the veil of shadows deep, truth and lies begin to seep. A spark ignites where danger lingers, fate is written in trembling fingers. What would you do if trust came wrapped in mystery? Share your thoughts in the comments, and join us next time for Chapter 3. Entangled Lives at Daily Stress Busters. Until then, stay curious and stay safe.